Hey and welcome. So your CEO or upper management have sent an email out saying we need to be an AI first organization. Or maybe it wasn't even an email. Maybe it was just a throwaway comment in a board meeting that somehow became your problem by Monday morning. Either way, you're now responsible for implementing AI. No budget, no headcount, no clear metrics. And the default move most people make is that they start buying licenses and subscriptions for things probably don't understand and probably aren't going to need. Most rollouts fall apart because they're driven by FOMO rather than an organized plan. There's just this crazy rush to get something done. So today I'm going to give you a 30-day roadmap to take you from a vague mandate into a deliverable plan. And after this video, you're going to look like the most prepared person in the room. Let's get going. Week 1, the operational audit. Week 1 isn't going to be about tools. It's going to be about data. You're going to need to audit your team's time. Specifically the split between operational work, which can be thought of as linear, i.e. step A leads to step B and always will, and cognitive work, which is much more complex to understand and map. Maybe have your team just track where the boring time goes. Is it drafting PDRs? Is it chasing down 15 stakeholder threads and trying to summarize them? Is it updating meeting notes in SharePoint? What we're looking for is high volume, low risk tasks. Because if AI gets it wrong on an internal status update, yes, it's awkward, but it's fixable and you'll get over it. If it goes wrong with a client communication, then you're going to have a much bigger problem and it's going to take you a lot longer to solve. So what we're looking for is where the stakes are low, but the volume is high. Week 2, the shadow AI cleanup. I have something to tell you. Your people are already using AI. They're just not telling you because they don't probably know what the policy is. So week 2 is going to be about becoming the enabler rather than the one that sends out the email saying, please don't use ChatGPT. What we're looking to do is not ban tools, but give your team a secure environment in which they can work in. And that's going to mean talking to IT or whoever manages it about enterprise licenses. And why does that matter? Because a lot of the free AI tools often use the data that you upload to train their models. And that's going to lead to a security conversation you're not going to want to have later. So your job this week is simple. Pick 2 tools, one for text and one for data and operations. And that's it. Remember, we're not building a tech stack. If you're finding this useful, this is exactly the kind of thing I help leaders and managers work through. Moving past the AI hype and into actual real world scenarios that you can show results for. So if you like it, hit subscribe or forward it on to a colleague. And if you want the template I use in the week 1 audit, it's going to be in the description. Now let's start talking about your first win. Week 3, the targeted pilot. Week 3 is where we kind of get to the point. What you need to do is pick one specific workflow. Just one. For me as a product manager, it's stakeholder updates. I used to spend 4 hours a week chasing people for statuses, stitching it all together and writing it all up. Now I use an AI agent to pull from Jira, Slack and other places, get it to draft me the update, and then I spend 15 minutes editing it for tone. And that leads to one important metric, time. You're going to need to document the before and after properly. So for the example I just gave, before was 4 hours, after is 15 minutes. That delta is your ROI, and that's the language that CEOs and C-suite people speak. Week 4, the leadership brief. In the final week, you're going to go back to management and you're not going to be saying stuff like, we're using AI now, and listing a bunch of stuff you did. There's obviously too generic and unmeasurable. You're going to say, we all made 15% of our administrative overhead in the delivery cycle, saving X amount of hours per week. Then you can show them the audit, then you can show them the secure environment you built, and then you can show them the pilot results. And you've gone from the manager who's just told to do AI to someone who's a leader who's actually driving a strategy. But let me give you a warning, the trap that most people fall into. Their biggest mistake, they treat it like an IT project. And it's not, it's a change management project. The tools are the easy part. The people are the hard part. Because if you don't bring your team with you, none of the tooling matters. A lot of implementing AI is at the crossroads of the soft skills of managing people and the operational needs of your business. So it's time for me to love you and leave you. If you want to see any more specific prompts I use to run my delivery meetings with AI, watch the next video. See you in the next one.